And the Seahawks, they were doubted in a different way. It was kind of like a playoff team.
We've seen it twice.
Trading its best 2 players and then being like, how are they going to be any better than last year?
Mm-hmm.
But Seattle beating the Rams 31-27. Talk about a thrilling 3-game trilogy we got from these two teams. They were fantastic.
I was sick.
I really can't say enough good things about Matthew Stafford and the way that he's played against this defense for 2 games in a row. He's played well against them for all 3 games, but really the last 2, he just took his quarterback play to a different level.
You saw him on Instagram posting like he's a Seattle fan?
Oh, no.
First time?
Yeah, fucking nuts.
A lot of Seahawks fans have adopted me, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
You're just an adopted
Shout out to
baby
y'all.
at this point.
You are.
I'm just whoever is
You're
doing
a
good in the
fucking
moment. I'm
whore,
there.
bro.
I'm there, bro.
You're
there.
a slut.
I'm going to the parade, bro. I'm going to it.
In Seattle?
Nah, I'm playing. I wouldn't go. Maybe I'll go to see the Needle, and then I'll go to Seattle and I'll check out the parade and stuff. But Matthew Stafford was literally perfect. I couldn't ask nothing more from Stafford outside of maybe being better on 3rd downs because that's where he struggled. But for the most part, for him to play that well against a defense like that was insane. Sean McVay called a great game. His fastball was there. Puka Nacua, at this point in time, I'm starting to question whether or not this is one of the 5 best big game wide receivers I've ever seen in my life. Puka Nacua, it doesn't matter when, where. Nope. It's a big game. Yep. He's going to show up.
He's a legend.
He's going to show up. Last game
It tends
against...
to happen when your quarterback shows up.
You're taking away from Puka Nacua.
Don't do that.
It's literally a correlation. If Stafford shows up 9 times out of 10, who else is going to show up?
Stafford shows up 9 times out of 10.
Puka's going to show up.
Stafford can show up how he can show up because Puka shows up how he shows up.
They show up together. It's the perfect correlation.
Nah, Odell Beckham against Green Bay didn't show up. Eli Manning did.
Eli's a gamer.
Okay, Stafford is an all-timer.
Stafford shows up, Puka shows up.
He did, but not. It doesn't necessarily mean exactly.
No, you guys just take it negative because there's something wrong with you guys. Nothing wrong with
me. He's a big game player. He's just mad because his boy CD Lamb don't show up in these moments.
Well, because that doesn't show up.
What about week 1 game? What about
he had
week
140 that week.
He dropped multiple passes that mattered.
And he still had a $140.
And he dropped passes.
He still had a $140.
Puka doesn't drop that. He doesn't drop that.
Puka clears him.
That's fine. I don't care.
You do care.
Clears him.
Okay.
Clears him. It's not even a conversation.
Is JSN's over CD too?
Yeah. Easily.
I had both them over CD.
Where's the correlation in this conversation? Where's the correlation in the conversation?
JSN's a big game performer too.
He is.
Let's not forget about the game he had. JSN was ridiculous. He probably had a better game than Puka. It was
fucking destroyed.
It was, yeah.
Tomato.
Close.
You know, like I would probably slightly lean Puka, but JSN won.
If I say Sam Darnold shows up, JSN shows up, you going to have the same
honestly,
approach?
JSN has 90% of the yards. It feels like every week because no one else gets that damn
JSN has
ball.
not showed up in previous matchups because Sam Darnold didn't show up.
I was going to say, but JSN also, the first game that they played, he had 94 yards and they lost because Sam Darnold had 4 turnovers. So JSN did show up while Darnold didn't.
Type shit.
Yeah, JSN, he's a big game player too.
JSN had 0 yards in the first half against Seattle.
Yeah.
Against the Rams in the second game. He finished the game with 90 yards and a touchdown.
Type shit.
These teams are just so good, man. The 3 games were separated by 8 points total. The last 2 games were separated by 5 points
Something
total.
like that, yeah.
It's just unbelievable, the matchups that they've been able to get into. The Seahawks come out victorious the last 2 times, and I think in large part due to first game special teams, but just talking about this game, the play of Sam Darnold.
Fucking Rams defense fucking sold.
And the Rams, listen, they got their own problems. Offseason preview for them. You know, they need cornerback help, and
they need special teams help.
Special teams need new people, new coordinators. For second game for the division, essentially, Rashid Shaheed, punt return touchdown, special teams play. In this game, Xavier Smith, muffing a punt. That possession could have shifted the game for the Rams because they just stopped Seattle's offense coming out of the half. It would have been a huge momentum swing, and they were not able to stop LA. But man, it's just poetic justice that all year long, Sam Darnold was doubted. This elite defense is going to have to carry. What people thought would have to happen for Drake May, the opposite. Drake May carries this team, and he doesn't elevate his play. You know, Sam Darnold, for him to have 300-plus yards, 3 passing touchdowns, be money on third down, have the ball with about 5 minutes left, and milk down the clock and make sure Matthew Stafford doesn't see it because he makes a pair of throws, one to Cooper Kupp, he makes one to JSN too. You know, Sam Darnold proved he's a big game quarterback. What I've been trying to tell you guys about when I saw him in the Rose Bowl.
Oh my God.
He came
Don't
up clutch.
take this fucking victory lap on Sam Darnold for the love of God.
Sam Darnold.
Your confidence level in him coming to the playoffs was at a fucking 5.
My confidence level in Sam Darnold showing up
Was a 5.
was amazing.
It was a 5.
It was amazing. I had to be
Don't
objective in
victory
that
lap
moment.
it.
But the faith, the person that I believe in
believed
Sam,
him, yes.
I believe
You
that
did.
Sam could do this.
You did.
And the thing
Credit.
is with and this
How
is what
does
I
that
really
work?
want to say.
I don't know, but
You
I'll
have
give him
let him
credit
five, but you believe in
also
him?
he went into the ball game pod. Shout out, and that was where he got his Seattle Super Bowl pick from. He could not find no fucking clip of him on Pick a Side podcast. Him saying Seattle's Super Bowl
no,
pick.
he picked a lot of teams on
picked
Pick
like
a Side
4.
Pod, just not
Yeah.
Seattle.
I'll give you
the
credit.
Patriots was one of his teams.
It
though.
was.
Patriots,
It was.
Broncos,
No,
Jags.
the Super Bowl pick.
Don't
And the
forget
Bills,
the
don't forget the
Jags.
Bills. Bills are supposed to beat us.
The
I'll give
Super
you-
Bowl pick, we never made on the podcast. None of us did, actually. You didn't make one. You
No,
didn't make
you
one.
were
You
just
didn't make one.
objectively saying it.
My pick from week 1 had always been the Rams.
Yes.
I was wrong.
You were on the Broncos. You had the Broncos.
Broncos going for sure.
You didn't have them winning.
Never had them winning.
We never did a Super Bowl bracket. On their show, they did a Super Bowl bracket, and we went through the bracket together.
No, but
so
you
I'm
were
just
saying
like, my winner was Seattle.
you were saying like the Jags can make the Super Bowl, and then you said somebody
yeah,
else.
can make it
And
not
then-
win
Jags,
it.
yeah.
Broncos,
Yeah,
Jets.
My
and
Super
then you
Bowl,
said Bills after they beat the Jags. The Bills are going to make the Super
yeah,
Bowl.
because
He
the
did have
Bills
4
just beat my
AFC
best.
representatives.
he did.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
But-
think you only had one in the NFC to give him credit.
No, he had Green Bay. We can never, ever.
I didn't pick Green Bay to
he
make the
had
Super Bowl.
Green Bay
I didn't
in
pick
the
Green Bay to win
summer,
the
like
Super
how
Bowl.
Drew had the Rams.
Okay, sure.
And that one
in
flopped.
the summer, yes.
Facts.
In the summer
Can't
before
forget
Michael
that.
Parsons.
Micah, you still were like, I don't know, man.
No. Yeah, as a fan, I'm like,
Get
yeah, I hope they can do it. I hope, the same way Drew said that Stidham could beat the Patriots.
I was close.
He was closer than you were.
So
What do you
much
mean
closer.
And I was
What do
right.
you mean? We lost by one possession.
What I said about the game was
Green Bay
spot
lost in the
on.
first round.
It was
Bro,
perfect.
we lost by one possession.
Green Bay lost in the first
But we
round.
lost
They
by
got
one
the
possession.
AFC
Like they
championship
were
game.
right
Lost by
there.
And we
Yeah,
lost
but
by
we
3
choked, though.
points.
You would have had to win
choked.
3 more games.
Brother, you won 9
Two.
games and you was lost in the first round.
Two. Wait, the Packers.
No, you had to win the first game, then the divisional, then the conference to get to the Super Bowl.
The wild card divisional in the conference.
3,
Yeah,
yeah.
You
Three
wasn't
games.
close.
The Packers after Michael went down was never my Super Bowl pick at all. I didn't pick them not once. Against the Bears, I did pick them, but I wasn't gonna pick them no more after that.
You weren't going to pick him against the Rams?
Against Seattle, they were gonna play Seattle. It's a 7 seed versus the 1 seed.
True.
Yeah, I know. Hell no. Seattle's
That's
a
a
better
cop
football
out. He
team.
was going to take Seattle. That's a cop
No,
out.
we never did a
knew he
bracket.
was.
I don't know what your Super Bowl pick was. Maybe it was the Eagles or something. I don't know.
Well, I think me and Drew picked our teams, bro.
I picked the Rams.
So you just picked your
Rams
teams.
Were,
I mean,
Rams were
I'm
always
sure,
my
you
pick.
know. But no, listen, man. Sam Darnold was
My shit's
exceptional.
the same every year. Bills, Eagles.
That it is. You're basic.
Yeah.
It's no
But I get
change.
Sam Darnold was unbelievable. I
He
mean,
was. Flowers to him.
I know you thought that Brock Purdy was going to outplay him
Oh,
multiple
fuck.
times
Yep. Knew
on the
this
way
was
here,
coming.
and it didn't
It was
happen.
inevitable. We were
You
getting
probably
him
thought
mad.
Matthew Stafford
We
would
got you
outplay
all
him
mad.
too.
Brock-
It didn't
Brock-
happen.
He
Brock-
deserved. He's
Brock-
fucking crazy.
Brock has a Super Bowl appearance before Jordan Love.
Oh.
We're talking about Sam Darnold.
Your team.
Oh.
Why are you
Your
switching
team.
the subject?
He's
I have
going to your team.
I gotta get
No,
a win.
why are you switching the
I
subject?
gotta get a win.
No, we're talking about
I
Seattle.
gotta get a
'Cause
win.
You've been very violent and adamant towards
Talk to
Seattle
him.
being overrated.
He
Sam Darnold being
bitch all
overrated.
over
You've
it.
been very rude. You've been very rude.
They got me on their video.
Every
They do,
every
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Nah, when you said when Brock Purdy bends y'all over and fucks y'all, you deserve everything that Seattle fans want
Every
to say.
game that Seattle had to go through to get to this point, you said Sam Darnold meltdown, Sam Darnold meltdown. I don't trust Sam Darnold. He won't get it done. I
You
don't
also didn't
him.
trust Sam Darnold.
No, I never said what you said. You
never
said
said
he's
what
gonna
you
melt
said.
down.
know
I'm
you're so much harsh.
I'm
I never
aggressive,
said-
I got it. I'm sorry. You said when Brock Purdy bends y'all over and dicks y'all down. Dicks y'all down.
I'm disrespectful.
verbatim.
Yeah.
And with
go ahead,
Sam
though.
Darnold, and this is where it kind of pisses me off.
You went
is
too crazy.
He had to prove himself as a big game player.
Yes.
He did.
But ultimately, the way people had talked about him, you would make it seem like he's had no big games, which I've been trying to tell you. He's been second in game-winning drives since 2024. Did you know?
Not hear this. He's been
Joel,
trolling
Joel,
us.
No,
there's a
did
reason
you
he was
know-
a 5. You
did-
didn't care about the game-winning
Did
drives
you
that
know?
much.
Literally
I
didn't
did.
give a
I did.
fuck.
I did.
Joel,
Did you
I'm
know?
with you. You know I'm with you, but
I'm
You're
with
not
you
with
too.
me.
I'm not
I'm
with
not
you.
with you.
I'm happy that your pick was ultimately correct. You picked Seattle all the way here.
Did you think
were-
I thought Seattle was going to beat the Rams because they were going to shut them down? I mean,
Kind
Sam
of?
Darnold needed to play well.
Kind of.
And
You
I
were
said
very
Sam Darnold.
To be fair,
about the
Stafford
I think
played
we
the whole
will,
world.
I
He
think
was awesome.
we will
Yeah.
see a good version of Darnold because at no point in these playoffs yet have I said I think we don't see a good version of Sam Darnold. But what he did to the Rams in a conference championship,
You got to respect it.
it wasn't nothing
He's
new.
got both sides.
He doesn't miss.
22nd in 22nd in passer rating since 2024. He has 22 games of a 100 plus passer rating or more. That's elite. He has 6 games of 300 plus yards. He has almost a dozen games of 3 passing touchdowns. This was a normal Sam Darnold performance. A normal one.
It was far from normal. Far from normal.
Historically, since 2024 to now, it was a normal one.
It was far from normal.
He was amazing. And you
he
saw the
was.
Vikings go from 14 wins to 9 wins, and really the last couple wins they got were fraudulent. You saw them go from one of the top teams in the NFC to irrelevant a year later.
To be fair, if they had just below average quarterback play, they could make the playoffs. They just had the worst starter, maybe.
They went on
Sam,
five-
yeah, that's the
Their
difference.
spot, Green Bay.
That's the difference. It's
Pretty
the
easily.
14 games,
Well,
the
yeah.
14 wins
from
that
14 to
he-
9.
you know, and he's not just been somebody that rode the coattails of these teams' success. He went and it gave Minnesota their best regular season in franchise history.
100%.
He went and Seattle had their best franchise season in regular season, the most wins they've had in regular season, and he's been
led
a
the
part
league
of
in
that.
turnovers.
4,000 yards, and he's also
just being rude.
he's
I'm
also
being rude. I'm
he's
sorry,
also
Sam.
fourth in
Sorry.
big time throws in 2024 and
Talk.
fourth in big time
Talk.
throws in 2025. He's also that. Yeah, that's who Sam Darnold is.
I was being funny.
You can't say it and then run.
Hey, he led the league in turnovers.
He did.
He led the league in turnovers.
Sometimes you gotta sling that
What do
shit.
you have, 20?
Shit.
But you know what? You go out here, the biggest stage you have
Biggest
yet.
game of your life.
No, quite simply, the biggest game of his life.
And outplayed a
second
Hall of
now.
Fame quarterback.
I see. Now,
I think they played the same.
it's hard
He
for me to
outplayed a
say
Hall of Fame
he
quarterback.
Outplayed him.
I think they played the same.
I think
Sam
it was
Darnold,
potato-
if he
you know,
wins this
potato-
Super Bowl, is a Hall of Famer.
What?
He is.
How you
He is
figure?
a Hall of Famer if he wins the Super Bowl.
Nah.
Yes.
Wait, no. Wait, stop.
Yes.
Stop. You threw a fit. When Drew said Matthew Stafford was a Hall of Famer and Sam Darnold had less than what Stafford has now. And you're telling me if Sam Darnold wins one, he's a Hall of Famer.
I didn't throw a fit over Drew saying Stafford's a Hall of Famer. I threw a fit because he said he should be a Hall of Famer over Patrick Mahomes.
I don't know if 2 years of Sam Darnold and a Super Bowl gets him in the Hall of Fame. He's trajectory wise. If he does this for another 5, 6, 7 years, because he's still 28 years old, we can have a conversation.
He is now a 2-time Pro Bowler. He's not going to be in a
cute.
Pro Bowl this year because he's going to the Super Bowl. But he's a 2-time Pro Bowler, one with the Vikings,
First team
one
all
with the Seahawks.
Pac-12, that'd get him in. Pac-12
also
offensive freshman of the year,
Super
that'd
Bowl
help his
champ.
case.
If he wins a Super Bowl MVP, I think he could get in there.
Dallas, 20,000 passing yards, 123 touchdowns, 82 interceptions, 62%
Do me a favor, bro. Do me a
completion
solid, bro. Google Joe Flacco's numbers right now.
Okay,
Please.
I got you.
Because that's what you just said.
We're gonna compare him to
You
Joe
just
Flacco.
said Joe Flacco,
Oh, porn
Hall of
just
Fame.
popped up.
Joe Flacco ain't as good as Sam Darnold.
We're about to find out
Joe
right
Flacco
now.
had one of the greatest playoff runs in
He
the
did, but
history
he's
of
not.
football.
He's not. I don't think he's as good as Sam Darnold.
Sam's got 2 good years starting.
Joe
Great
Flacco.
years, top 10 level years. He's a
Joe
top 10
Flacco
quarterback
has
since 2024.
28,000 more yards.
Yeah, he played
and over
well. Yeah,
for sure.
130
Now,
more
do me a
teams.
favor. Go back to the year he won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
No, he had a perfect run, but Joe Flacco at
No,
no point in
don't
time.
tell me the postseason stats. I'm just curious about his regular season numbers in that.
What year
time.
was that, if you mind telling me?
Let's say I think it was 2012.
What's his highest amount of touchdowns?
That's what I'm wondering. Correct.
Highest
I
amount.
think that's it. That we should just
Let's see.
do that.
Why passing touchdowns?
Highest amount is 27. 27.
So more
2014.
than Sam Darnold this season, less than he had last year.
Yeah, so Sam has the better passing
One
season.
singular season.
Yeah. Joe
Agreed.
Flacco has a lot of mid, bro.
Has there
True.
been any other quarterback with that 2 years in a Super Bowl gets you in the Hall of Fame outside of like Mahomes?
Mind you, no all pros, nothing.
I'm
that
gonna
was
be
Mahomes
honest,
putting
Joe.
up 5,000
Why did you
yards in
say
MVP.
this?
I think he.
Why did you say this?
Because I felt like it. Honestly,
I
it was in my
respect
heart.
it. I get it.
I just felt like saying it
you get
because in a
Well,
world
no, like I get sometimes you just gotta let
Say
shit
it's
out,
not-
just saying
fine,
shit, just
fine.
see what happens.
in a world where when we did a Keep 3 Cut 5 Philadelphia Eagles edition, Riv took Jalen Hurts knowing Donovan McNabb was going to be on there because Jalen Hurts has a Super Bowl.
How the fuck am I supposed to know if Donovan McNabb was going to be on there?
I think that
it's a fair argument.
What the hell?
would you pick McNabb or Jalen Hurts? Because you said there's one other quarterback, McNabb, but
Well,
I'm
Jalen
gonna go with
Hurts. Jalen Hurts is my quarterback. I'm not going to pick Donovan McNabb.
Okay. The
fair.
Super Bowl MVP elevates your trajectory in history significantly, substantially.
Yes.
Sam Darnold He's not going nowhere.
You about to start lying.
He's not going nowhere.
I agree with you.
I think he is a top 10 quarterback in football.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's fucking insane. It's ridiculous.
Why do you have to do this?
This is what he's getting to the
Sam
Hall of Fame.
Like, we
Darnold.
can't just
Now, this
praise
is dumb
him.
funny.
We can't just be like, yo, Sam, you
And
just
this,
played
Drew, this is why I'm a dick. Because
it. I get it.
when we go all the way
Because
through,
I was
we need a
about to
negative.
give him his
And I gotta be
flowers.
the negative.
I was about to sit here and be like, biggest moment of his career.
Now it's
He
second
went
biggest.
tit for tat with first ballot MVP, Hall of Famer,
Why Stafford the Hall
Matthew
of Fame?
Stafford.
What's the biggest reason why?
Well, now he has an MVP on top of everything that he's done. He's going to be top 10 in yards, top 10 in touchdowns, top 10 in
It
comeback
was announced
wins.
he's MVP.
Huh?
No,
was
it's not
announced?
confirmed.
No.
I know
but
he's first
He's
team.
going to
He
win.
won it on PFF, if that helps.
Hurts is a Hall of Famer?
Yo, that's a great fucking statement.
A lot of people will make an argument.
Nigga, he asking you.
What's your opinion on it?
I think if you want to have Hurts in there, then you have to have Sam in there.
No, that's not the question.
That is my answer.
That's not the
That
question.
doesn't even
That's
make
simply
sense.
my answer.
All right.
Let's pretend the Sam Darnold statement doesn't exist. Joel Moran, Jalen Hurts, as we stand today, is he a Hall of Famer?
No.
Okay, so I don't know how Sam Darnold can
I
be.
don't think that Jalen Hurts is going to have a better next 5 years than Sam
That's
Darnold.
fine, but
You didn't say
but
in the
we're not
next 5
saying that.
years Sam
All
Darnold
right,
be a Hall of
sure.
Famer.
We're talking amongst men and amongst brothers. What I said to you guys was in the heat of the moment how
All right.
I believe. So
Fine.
that was
You know what? At that point,
Are we fucking serious?
No, I'll be honest. Fine.
we talking.
I'm good.
We talk as brethrens.
This is Anthony Edwards' top 20 ever. Like,
Yeah,
fine.
brother.
Joel,
All right,
yeah,
it's good.
Like another,
It's
he
good.
plays
You're
another
good.
5+
No,
years.
listen,
You're good.
Okay,
We
we can
talk.
talk
We
about it.
talk.
I'm with you.
We talk as
Anthony
brethren.
We're having
Edwards,
a
he
real
meant
moment.
that.
We're having a real
Asian,
moment
he
right
meant
now.
that.
We're having a real moment right now. He is
Asian-
vulnerable.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But
I meant
Asian, he
that.
meant
I
that.
meant that.
And that wasn't a backtrack.
All right,
He
fine.
And
meant
it's looking
that.
great. He's the third youngest player ever to reach 10,000 points, right?
Devin Booker was on there at one point.
He's
I don't care.
literally number 4.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm going to say
And
this.
he's an all-time scoring
He
legend.
is.
Did
He
you
is.
say that?
He is.
You don't even believe that. Look
No,
at
I do now. Okay, listen. This is what I was gonna say.
I'm hearing him out now.
When we're talking as brethren, and
get
when
it,
I'm
bro.
talking to the fans, because when I'm talking to you guys, they're listening to everything I'm saying.
Easily.
For sure.
You know, things aren't always fully baked. Sometimes you got to put them in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes to bake. Yeah, I think that Sam Darnold, if he wins a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP, I think Sam Darnold puts himself on a rocket ship strapped to his back, launching towards the Hall of Fame. Because when you become a Super Bowl champion, when you potentially might be a Super Bowl MVP, that matters significantly in football.
So what happened to Jalen Hurts this year?
Jalen Hurts this year,
Joe Flacco.
and this Joe Flacco, I feel like people will make arguments for him. It's
was
not a lot for
never-
people,
Never.
but people
With
make arguments.
Stafford, did you? Because I remember the Stafford Patrick Mahomes debate. But did you think Stafford was deserved of the Hall of Fame after he won the Super Bowl? Like Mahomes aside, just Stafford Hall of Fame.
I thought he was, but not first ballot.
That was always the argument. It was always first ballot.
So same with Sam. Sam's not a first ballot.
No,
Sam's not
Sam is
second.
not a first ballot
Or
Hall of
third.
Famer.
How
But,
many years do you get on that? 10 years?
but
No,
we
you-
saw
I think
Matthew
T.O. tries
Stafford
every other year, right?
at that point in time was a 2-time Pro Bowler, I think.
I hate this Pro Bowl bullshit. Like
The Pro Bowl, I do not.
Well,
care
of
about.
course.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, we can
pros.
draw a line
Sam
in the
has
sand
0 of those.
in what matters in the Pro Bowl and what doesn't. I don't want to diminish the Pro Bowl completely because listen,
I'm cool diminishing it.
there are a lot of players that are deserving that are on those rosters.
That's for sure.
And I think it's about 80% of them.
Yeah.
There's the ones that I call out and I get upset about, but for the most part, 80% of those are right and they reflect who the best players were this season. But when someone like Shadur Sanders becomes a Pro Bowl alternate instead of Trevor Lawrence, it gets disgraceful to the product and to put him
Trevor's
out
hurt.
on the field.
think, yeah, that's the
Because
issue.
maybe that's why they're not
think
going.
Trevor's hurt.
But overall, Shadur Sanders should have been like the 15th person you call.
I think he was. I think everybody's
I would have had
hurt.
Rodgers over him. I would have so many quarterbacks over him.
And then you have a committee in football not have Bill Belichick as a Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer at that.
Crazy, man.
That was a big mistake. But overall, what I'm getting to is that I think that Super Bowl MVPs, they matter a lot significantly in football. It's a reason why Joe Namath is in a Hall of Fame with terrible numbers.
Well, for his time, he was doing stuff other people weren't doing.
4,000 passing
sure,
yards.
you're
They
right.
forget.
You're right. He threw more interceptions than touchdowns
did.
for his time. He was good. It's hard to measure those errors in football.
he really was dog shit.
Matthew Stafford's legacy,
Champion.
his Super Bowl credentials, it got inflated, and he jumped ahead of the line of Matt Ryan,
He already had the passing numbers, though.
Yeah, but I
Matt
was going to
Ryan
say
and
exactly.
Phillip Rivers.
Darnold doesn't have any counting stats.
Darnold has had 2 back-to-back top 10
Let it go.
level
I looked
seasons.
at it. Stop it.
He has.
Let
Yeah.
go.
He has nothing.
What do you mean?
He has nothing.
He's Tom Popo.
No, compared to his nothing.
He's Tom
He
Popo.
doesn't. He has nothing.
Matthew Stafford.
He has.
Matthew Stafford
he
before Super Bowl had
has
only one Pro Bowl.
SAMDARNOLD.
Here's
Sam
the
Darnold
reality.
has nothing.
Eli Manning has 2 of the GOAT Super Bowls and didn't make the Hall of Fame. Didn't make the Hall of Fame.
Okay, so here's my take right now.
Let's hear it.
Sam Darnold, by the end of his career,
Will
is going to go down as one of the greatest quarterback comeback stories ever and will be a Hall of Famer.
That's
I
fine.
think Sam Darnold is going to be a Hall of Famer because I believe Seattle is going to win this championship. I believe that most likely he will be the Super Bowl MVP because his story is going to finish on the terms of slaying the team that caused the ghosts in the first place in the New England Patriots. And I believe that he will only continue to be a top-level quarterback from this moment forward. If all of those consecutive performances that he had where he was criticized, where he was doubted, if he can get by that, there's nothing stopping him from this point forward. He is one of the most talented quarterbacks in football. And that's what I mean genuinely. Sam Darnold can make every throw in the book. Over the last 2 years, he was and has been a top 10 level quarterback. And moving forward, overcoming his biggest hurdle, his mind in those moments, there's nothing stopping Sam from just taking this career and going to the moon with it. This is going to be one of the greatest comeback stories that we ever remember. What Sam Darnold's doing.
I'll tell you what, I'm rooting for it. Genuinely.
Nice,
I
man.
wish he wasn't with Seattle, but I'm rooting for it. Genuinely. He has been, to a certain extent, inspirational. Never give up on yourself. He didn't. Even if the Jets try to ruin your career.
I'm getting emotional, man.
I get it.
This means something to me, bro.
Trust me, bro. I get it. I get it. I wish you put more faith and confidence into him coming into the playoffs. I'm being a cock. Nevertheless,
I know you are.
I'm sorry. Nevertheless, credit to Seattle for continuing to be the dominant team that they've shown to be all season long. I picked the Rams to win this game. The Rams had an opportunity to win this game at the hands of Matthew Stafford, and credit to the defense for not breaking. 80-yard drive to come away with 0 points. Didn't matter if you got 0 stops all game. It was the most important stop of the game, and you got it. Rams fans can be upset at Xavier Smith all they want. The ball was in the offense's hands with a chance to go ahead and take the lead, and they fell short. They couldn't get it done. And it's an unfortunate truth, but that's a reality you have to live with. Devon Witherspoon gave them a lifeline. Tariq Woolen gave him a lifeline by going onto the sidelines, talking shit.
That was crazy.
But then the next play, you get absolutely burnt like toast against Puka, who makes an incredible catch at that too. That was a lifeline. And it could have spiraled because the drive after that is a punt. Rams get the ball back. They go 80 yards down the field. They're cooking with gas. It's a Kyron Williams, Blake Corum show, going tit for tat. Puka Nacua sprinkled in there. And they come away with no points because the Seattle defense continued to show why they're one of the best units in the league. You have to give credit where it's due. I'm rooting against them in the Super Bowl. I will never root for Seattle. It's deeper than football. But you have to give them credit. They have been a miraculous, amazing turnaround from one year to the next. McDonald has solidified himself. Top 5 coach.
Probably.
Yeah.
What an amazing organization Seattle is as a whole. You have to give them their flowers too, because this century, they have been one of the most respectable organizations that we have in the National Football League. They've been incredible. They've been to now 4 Super Bowls this century, if I'm not mistaken. Great turnaround. A lot of noise, a lot of disrespect handed their way this offseason, by me included. And they've told everybody, shut the hell up.
Yeah, I think I made a TikTok yesterday about this. I think over the last 2 years, you can make the argument Seattle's been the best run organization, because it's one thing to turn your organization around, but they had to make like really hard decisions.
That's so well said,
right?
Joel.
Like you had to move off Pete Carroll, who is this Hall of Fame, probably your best coach in franchise history. You had to move off Geno Smith, who gave you stability at the quarterback position. And even before that, you had to move off Russell Wilson, who at the time felt like still a top 5-ish quarterback. And all of these moves, we had a ton of questions about, maybe outside of Pete Carroll, because we really liked the Mike McDonald's hiring. But they just had to make difficult move after difficult move after difficult move, and they've hit on all of them.
I'm not gonna lie, Joe. You just gave me goosebumps, bro. You're cooking. You're
right,
going crazy.
I think Drew's right. I think Mike McDonald's a top 5 coach. You move on from Geno Smith, you get a 3rd round pick. You sign Sam Darnold, who's 10 years younger. He goes out and has a top 10 season. And then just the way they build the roster, right? They're able to hit on 1st round picks like, Witherspoon and Byron Murphy. You're able to hit on day 2 and day 3 picks, Nick Emanwari, AJ Barner, Zach Charbonnet. You have these great trades, whether it's
JSN,
Rashid Shaheed, JSN 1st round pick. So they've been able to really build this roster in every way, because there's no one way to build a roster, right? Like everyone likes to say, oh, you got to really build through the draft. It's like, sure, but then you have to go out like Philly did and get an AJ Brown, or like they did and, get a Rashid Shaheed who had big plays in these playoffs. So I just think organizationally, it's so impressive what they've been able to do, I should say. And yeah, I mean, I thought them and the Rams were the 2 best teams in football all season long. The fact that we got 3 just legendary games.
Nah, talk.
Maybe not. Sorry, maybe not all season long.
Talk to him. But
for the last,
now good on you, bro.
At least entering the playoffs, I should say. Entering the playoffs.
Tell the truth.
The game lived up to the expectations too. Like the game was just so amazing.
It really it comes down to the muff punt potentially.
Exactly.
But even still, you could look at the Tariq Woolen thing, saying like he kind of got to get back there, because if not, that would have been 4th down.
True.
It was an awesome game. It was great.